December 6, 2023. This area I gotta go change an oil tank for Nervous Nelly. She's down to about half a tank, and I told her to call me, and she's got a leaker over there. It's a newer style tank, and it's got a leak on the bottom. Coming from inside, leak came from, started from the inside of the tank because it's bubbling up the paint. So I put a container under it a few months back, and she's under half a tank, so we could dump it in containers and change the tank out. But it should be a pretty straightforward, easy one. All the stuff on the top is already switched over. All the stuff's already switched over to 1.25" piping. Should be able to reuse most of the piping and some of the fittings. I'm going to put a new fill vent gauge in there, and I have pipe in my pipe machine. If I got a thread pipe, I have that with me. I have pipe and fittings and whatever I need. I got a tank and legs coming, and a fill gauge set up. I got that coming. Should be there first thing in the morning. 8:15, 8:20, something like that should show up. So we'll get the new tank down in the cellar, and gotta get the old tank out and cut it up. Cut it in 4 pieces. So it'll be a long day for me. I should get there around 7. Alright, I'll try to get you some shots. I left the dog home because I'm gonna be, in one job all day, and it gets cold in the truck. I ain't gonna leave her in the truck all day, so she's home in the heated house, sleeping on a couch. I tell you, it's a newer tank. Comes off the bottom there. We got some leakage happening in there. Well, this has got a coupling here. It's on the vent. We could reuse that. I could probably cut this here and rethread this piece and put a union here. Could probably do that. Use these fittings and stuff if I wanted. Alright, so let's take this off, and we'll hook up our pump to here. We got some barrels there we could dump the oil into for now. We're gonna leave the filter in there and pump through the filter. That would be the best thing. Nothing wrong with that shut off, actually. Run over. Overhead oil line. That's gonna stay. Should be able to back this thing right out of here. Wow. Nothing wrong with that shut off. And that, we could reuse all that. We could use this filter again, probably. Get an adapter to go to hose. And we can go to that filter. Filter's not that old. Alright, we could hook up our pump and then open this, and we could pump the oil out. Go into the pump and then out. There should be no water in this pump. It should be dry. It's gonna go into the barrels. I just need a good hose that's got washers on it. It's got no water in it. be able to turn the pump on. Put the hose in the bucket. Yeah, buddy. There are plenty of barrels here. Duty barrels, real strong barrels, brute, take the oil. I mean, yeah, temporary for a day or so, they're fine. I mean, I wouldn't want to leave them in there permanently, but I think I was going to make a cut and put one of these couplers on there and make my life a lot easier. All my pipe machine and shit I need if I need it, but I think I got a coupler in here, one of those couplers. I got fucking fittings in here. I got 1.25 inch couplings too, unions. That might be good. A union right there. I got that. 1/4 inch and a half here on the truck. That's what this is. I can just make a cut and use this instead of the other stuff. It's easier. Easy's good. Over here, easy's good. I like that. In the third bucket there, third barrel. And I got plenty here. I got 2 more. I got 10 of these barrels, so I mean, if I needed to have a full tank of oil, I could do it. I'm kind of bringing them up a little high here because I don't know if I had enough barrels. I usually take 10 with me, but it's only half a tank. I got these blades, and I also got these Milwaukee blades here. I'm gonna try these first. These seem a little thicker, but I got these at these cheaper blades here at Harbor Freight. I want to try them out later today. I use like 18 teeth per inch. Seems to work good for me. Cut metal. It's usually what I like to do. These are the ones I'm running now as a torch. Yeah, I have plenty of containers here. I got plenty of barrels, so I got plenty of storage. That was my concern. The flipping storage wasn't gonna be. Nothing but a sawzall. You can fills way over there, and then the float arm goes this way. That's the way to do it. Because you don't want to put the float arm that way, and you're dumping oil onto the float arm. That'll ruin it. You're filling over there. You want to put the arm over here, so it's out of the way. That's the best way of doing it. I might be able to reuse this stuff. I just have to clean it up a little bit. Yeah, buddy. Alright, she's empty. Let's see if I can get this out. Don't look dirty in there, to be honest with you. It looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean. Surprised it's a leaker. Well, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? See the leaker? See the leaker? I said this tank doesn't look that old. I don't know how old it is. Ain't crazy bad. No, it don't look bad actually. It don't look bad. I could reuse all this stuff. I just gotta wipe it down with a rag. Stuff's still all good. Alright. Yeah, buddy. I don't think there's a lot in there now. Don't look like much in there now. It's just all flipping muck from hell. Mud from hell, mama. So, most of it's mud from hell. Tip here. Let's see if we can get some more. I don't know, it's pretty flipping slime. It's pretty slimed up. The muck that was in the oil tank. Yeah, I tipped it so I can get most of it out. Yeehaw. Fucking muck from hell here, Mama. Muck from hell. Look at that. Yeah, jelly. Bio slime. Bio slime from hell. Nothing wrong with this filters. Filter's new. We use that over. No problem with that. Filter was mucky. Put a brand new filter in there after. Put a brand new filter in there after. Guy sends me an oil tank with no legs. I have to call him and ream them out. A little plug in here. I gotta get this plug out of here. There's a thread in there. It's a thread. 1/2 inch. Church bells. Time to go to church, Mama. Time to go to church. Church bells will be ringing. You want to do on this is you want to put dope on both threads. You want to put dope on this thread, and you want to put dope on the other thread, because these aren't the greatest, especially this fill one. I would definitely put some Smurf jism on there. We'll get this tank back together. Yeah, it looks like that other tank's a little shorter, huh? That's alright. I can cut a piece here. I got one of the tank legs off the other tank, the Schedule 80. The Schedule 80, real thick. Was that Schedule 80? No. Tank legs off the other one. Let them be better. It's a little better, a little longer. Better to be a little longer than too short. Use those couplings. You gotta make sure that you have them right in the middle when you're playing them. That's perfect. Make sure it's tight, because if not, it could leak when I fill it. Gotta make sure we're right in the middle there. What is it? 12 1/4. That's right where we want it. Alright, that one there has got a half inch. I'm going half by 3/8. Down underneath there, so it's a nice strong. And then we'll put a ball valve, 3/8. And then we'll put a Firematic. And then the filter. This way you can really crank on this thing. It ain't gonna, I don't like those brass angle ones. I don't use those. I won't use them. I have in the past, but sometimes they leak. I mean, if that that's a weldolette. Sometimes that thread gets warped. And the brass is not as strong as the steel. You're better off with the steel because you could really crank on it. The brass is wimpy, right? The brass elbow piece, sometimes that thread is compromised, that brass will strip out and be a potential leak. We don't want that. She's a licker. She's a licker. She's a licker. I don't want that to leak. I'll be fine. Alright, the next I gotta do is put it like that. Gotta have it so it spins. Create nipples here. I got most of it, I guess. I got a bunch of these small ones. I guess I can use that. 3/8 brass. Would be alright. And then I could put the filter. This is just going to be to shut it off, right? Just to work on it. I'm gonna have a Firematic also, but I like to have this, and this way you're not playing around with the Firematic. Sometimes the valves give you an issue, they won't shut off or they won't break. I like to have this also as a backup. Just gonna put a little lube on there, some Smurf jism. A little Smurf jism on there, more. And then the next will be this. Right. And some Smurf jism on there, mama. Next, we got to put the Firomatic on there. It's got an arrow on it. See it? Little Smurf jism on there, Mama. I'm gonna put the arrow. I'd rather do it this way. I just feel safer with it. If anything ever happens to this, we could just shut that off. That one's got a packing nut on it. Doesn't have an O-ring. The old saying, better to be safe than sorry. That's my motto. I gotta stop pumping the oil in its tank now. Get the heat back on. You won't have to play with this, so. Open. We don't have to play with this. We can just shut the tank off if we have to with the ball valve. That's the way I'd rather do it. That's how I'd like to do it myself. Everybody's different. Everybody's a know-it-all, right? Everybody's different. There's a leaker. I can shut this off and just have to put this in there if I can get it out. It wouldn't hurt to leave the double on there. I mean, it wouldn't hurt it. It's not going to hurt it any. It's kind of old school. You don't need that. You get an adapter for this thing. Put it right in there like that. In the meantime, I can start pumping that oil into the tank. This is off. Suck the oil out of the buckets, through the pump, back in the tank. Float's going that way. And the fill's over there. she tripped out. I should have bled it before, but oil should be right here in the pump. Shouldn't take much to bleed it. There it comes. Alright guys, that's that brass 90 that a lot of guys use. I don't like using them. It is a Firematic, but these threads are all the muck. Threads are all brass. I mean, it don't take much to strip it. Or have a bad thread and then it drips from there, you know? But anyway, I got it all cleaned out. Flipping thing is, you can see right on the bottom, right on the bottom where the water settles, how it kind of pits. The sides, not so much. It's the very bottom. Look at that. You can see how it's kind of like rotted from the inside out. Look how it flipping rots from the inside out. I mean, I could probably put my screwdriver in there. That's where that one was leaking. I wonder what it looks like on the inside. The bottom looks a lot worse than that did. Alright, I got it all done. Ball valve, Firematic, new filter. We used the housing, there's nothing wrong with it. We kept the oil line. I made sure these were nice and tight, both of them really. Snugged them up tight. Scullies. This gauge was fine when we used that. I put the date. And I was surprised about the inside of this other tank. I'm really kind of shocked the way this thing looks on the inside. Once I get it outside, I'll get you a better shot. Man, look at that. Look at the metal on the inside. Wow. That's really bad. That's rotten from the inside out. That's really flipping bad right there. And look at the outside. The outside looks new. It's pretty thick. It's a 1/8. Pretty thick metal, but man, the water must sit right on the very bottom of that. On the bottom of the oil, the water must sit and just rust it out. Look at the inside of the tank. Look at that one. Wow. That's where the water settles. You can see where the drain was, right? Yeah, the leak was over here somewhere in the metal. I'm having a hard time believing that. Look at that for the metal. That's ready to let loose, mama. Just, that's where the oil's up on top and the water settles in the bottom. Wow. Here's the other side. That looks pretty bad there. That looks pretty flippin' bad. Look at that. Wow. Can you see that? That's fucking bad. Look how deep that is. It's a crater. No kratom. Look at that. There's another one over there. It's fucking deep too. Wow. It's the craters from hell, mama. Look at that. Can you see how deep them are? I don't know if you can see it, but man. That one is deep too. Wow. I'm getting ready to let loose, mama. And the tank don't look that old. I'm saying maybe 10 years. Look at the outside. It's nice and black. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the outside. Wow. That's how I get it out on the cart. Let's pull it up the stairs and get it into my truck. One-man operation.